Hello,
Hello, good evening, Dr. Barry.
how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Very good.
Yes, yes. How was the day at the practice?
Busy.
Busy.
Very.
Yes, I hear ya.
I have my son Seth over here.
Okay, okay.
That's that's the one that's going to be we're wanting to get the car for.
Noted. Okay. And if I just look at our conversation here, are you looking for the Subaru one, which is the latest discussion which we had?
Right. It's going to be the Subaru Sport Hybrid all-wheel drive.
Okay.
Now, I have contacted dealerships
Mm-hmm.
and I have gotten a fairly good price
Mm-hmm.
on it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking for it right now. But I don't know how you guys work and um, how would you negotiate it?
Yes, so we negotiate with multiple dealership. So
Yeah,
in your case, if you have received a quotation or a
yeah,
pricing from the dealership,
yeah,
what we do is we will not request any of our fees as we begin the engagement. Our objective would be to save your money first. So you can share that quotation with us, and we'll make sure that we are able to even negotiate at least $2,000 or more on the top of it. Then it makes sense for us to have a win-win situation on your end and on our end as well, and definitely not on the dealership end.
right.
Yes. And but we will get the exact make model, the trim level, the color, the preferences, what you and your son are looking for.
Okay, so Seth, why don't you tell him while I look for the price
Like
for
the
what?
color.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want it to be black outside with like gray interior.
Sure. So Seth, what we'll do is we have a form. Let me just pull it up for us, where all the pointers what you will outline will be able to capture it. And if there is anything missed beyond that, then we'll take it forward. Just a minute here. I'll just share my screen right away. It's black.
yeah.
Any interior color preference?
Only
Dark.
comes it's a silver leatherette. That's the only way it comes in.
Hmm. Okay. Any particular trim level in Forester you're looking for?
Any what?
Trim level. So let me come to the
I
Subaru.
don't believe that that's the way it is. I don't think there's any special trim.
Let me just come to the Forester. Why it's not. Hmm. All right. So we'll just go ahead and build one here. Yeah. So so we'll take Subaru Forester. Let's just see if they have hybrids. No. All right. So in
What you
Forester.
do is press on the Forester and it'll give you the hybrid.
All right. So
So the
this is
Sport,
this is what I wanted to know, whether it's a premium hybrid we are looking for or a sports
it's
hybrid.
Sport. It's
Yeah.
a Sport.
All right. Noted. So it's a sport hybrid. All right. And then we'll take the sports hybrid. Uh, 1 second here. We'll go for the colors. Yeah. So in this, we are looking for the black one, correct?
Right,
Yeah. Black silica. And then the interior is like gray sport Star Treks.
right.
Okay, perfect. Then we'll go to the packages. There are no packages available. accessories like by default,
Anything.
whatever it comes with, correct?
Right, exactly. Not interested in anything else.
Anything else? Yes. So very clean to the point. So what
Right.
we are looking at over here is that the MSRP of the vehicle is coming out to be 41,015. So for 41,015. And then
Right.
the applicable taxes and fees. Come on. But this is the market price. Of course, once we initiate the negotiation, we'll be looking at that this goes below 40K, like $40,000 or less, plus applicable taxes and fees. And then we just
So
keep
here,
doing it
so
lower and lower.
let me tell you what
Yeah.
gave me.
Okay.
The MSRP was 41,158.
41,158. Yeah, very nearby. Maybe one or two accessories in that. Perfect.
He gave me a discount of 37,68 because
Mm-hmm.
I'm Costco.
Okay.
The sale price at that time was 37,389.94.
Mm-hmm.
The tax was 2818. The
Mm-hmm.
tag and title fees were 6220.
Mm-hmm.
The handle fees were $700, and
Mm.
the balance was a little bit less than 41,000,
Okay. So less than 41,000, including taxes and fees. He was
including everything, including everything.
noted. Yeah. So right now the Subaru has about $7,000 in rebates and discounts. So we are looking at somewhere this should go to about $34,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that will be our target for us to do it. So if you have, let's say, a quotation out in a Colorado at about $41,000, our concierge service fee, which is like finding the right vehicle, plus negotiating, plus reviewing the contract and focusing on the deal closure, is $1,000. So my goal would be that Dr. Berry, I will only request fees on our side of services once I have much better pricing than what you have received, so that you are also saving money and we are collecting the fees, despite that the total amount is not exceeding $41,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So that will be a part of our engagement. We have done more than 35 Subaru deals across all the way from California to New York and nationwide. And we have been doing this for the past 4 years. We are very humbled and grateful that we just completed our 800 deal. And so 800 plus transactions is what we have negotiated, fought with multiple dealerships on and off, across the table, virtually, in person, etc. We have done negotiations for vehicles worth only $10,000 all the way for $2 million and above.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do, and what about the financing? Would you get the financing that Subaru offers?
Yes, so there are four ways for us to secure financing, and then there is a lot of scope for negotiations as well in terms of getting a lower APR, which is the annual percentage rate. We
Right.
want to ensure that when you are financing, we are first of all saving on the purchase price of the vehicle. Number two,
Right.
we are saving on the APR. And number three, we are not getting into any false buy-in of the dealership, which typically happens at the, I would say, the finance office or the finance office, where they will ask you to purchase all the gap insurance, extended warranty, paint protection, this fee, convenience fee, security fee, ETCH fee, etc., etc. So the salesperson will be very nice and very gentle with you because they want you to walk into the dealership. But once you are there, they lock you in for the next 2 hours, 4 hours.
Right. Right. No, I
Yes,
know that because
exactly.
so that's the reason why we drove the car. We liked the car.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to do is I'm willing to put $10,000 down on the car
Okay.
and to finance the car, depending on what the APR is,
Hmm.
over depending on 3 to 6 years, because I'll pay it off earlier than anticipated, depending on what the APR is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And again, it depends on the price. So if you could beat overall $41,000 bottom, and that's the bottom line. So this is what they've got.
Mm-hmm.
If you could find me a car that's cheaper than that and everything's included, then you got a deal.
Sure. I would request for you to share me the quotation if you can.
Yeah, do you want me to send it? Here, I will on email.
Yeah, on email or even you can send it on LinkedIn, whichever one is convenient. Or I'll
I
also
need
put down my text message. I'll also give you my number here.
hold on a
And
second.
and do not worry, we'll not reach out to that dealership. We'll not inform that we have received this pricing. We have a completely different way of going into the market and getting a better deal for you.
Okay, so if you want to send it to a phone number,
Yeah, or I can even send it to send my email to you.
okay, so why don't
Whichever
you
one.
send me your email?
Yes, please. I'm just writing that down. It's my first name, Neil, at the rate of a company name.com. Carconciergepro.com.
No, that's not it. You see it yet? No. Oh, no, don't have it yet. Wait,
Okay, let me send it to
hold
you
on,
on
hold on,
LinkedIn.
hold on.
Actually, I kept that
You
information.
want me, you want me to send it to, I could send it to the phone number. How about that?
Yeah, phone number is fine. Let me also give it to you. Okay, I'm putting everything on LinkedIn right now.
Okay.
Yes. Or you can even send me a message. LinkedIn. Yes, Dr. Bell.
I think I just sent it to you on your phone number.
On my phone number? All right.
Yeah.
Let me just check here. Yes, I have received. Exactly, you have got it for 41,000. It's Subaru Forester Hybrid. Correct. Uh, exactly what you talked about, the black one. And then this dealership, yeah, you have put the address and then they have given the financing options to you. Yes. So our objective would be to get you the out the door, which is the total uh, cost of ownership of the vehicle for less than $40,000 so that it justifies our $1,000 fees.
Excellent. Okay.
Yes, yeah. And as we have some time, because you will be relocating or going to Colorado in the first week of July, allow us at least 7 to 8 working days because we use about 4 rounds of negotiations. We'll keep negotiating and showcasing how much we are saving on this deal.
Okay, excellent.
Sure. So I will just take one more minute of yours, doctor. I understand your bandwidth here, but let me just pull up some documents to show you our exhaustive way of how we have done our deals previously for our clients. And it will be a good experience for Seth also to see some of the actions behind the scenes here. Let me just pull up the document here. Let me know once you are able to see my screen.
Yeah, we see.
Yes. So, with you, you have already done a lot of the groundwork. You have also done the outreach to the dealership. But typically, our clients will come in where they will just fill out the way we are filling out this form here. No need to fill it out because we have got the build as well as the document from you. But we request all this information that gets converted into a Google form like this, where we understand what Subaru models that they are looking for. This person was looking for a pre-owned one, all-wheel drive, colors, options, where they are looking at, what is the budget look like, and what is the timeline. And for that, then we do all these listings like this. So we reach out to multiple dealerships. We put down all the information, the dealership name, how far the dealership is from our client's zip code, what is the online price looks like. We look at the Carfax report. If it is a pre-owned one, it is important for us to know that
Right,
there are no
right.
accidents, right? Whether it is available, what is the initial negotiated pricing coming out to be, what is the current coming out to be. So you can see that like even from initial to the current, we initiate the negotiations. So we have done it, like what is the comments for us, with whom we are talking, whether they are interested, negotiation requested, all the questions of our clients, we take care of it in those vehicles. Then we also support them with the shipping. So if you would like us to get the vehicle shipped, of course, it might not be applicable in your case, but then there are certain folks who are coming from, I would say, not so urban regions in the country. So we have to factor in the shipping aspect as well.
Yeah,
Just like that, we have done it for one of our other clients as well, which was Subaru WRX. So like that, we have multiple different requirements which we have fulfilled. But yes, in your case, it is very simple, to the point, clear. But just wanted to show you behind the
I
scenes
got it. I
activity.
got it.
Yes, yeah. And then we'll be communicating with you over the email, as well as have your set's email, and expect an initial update from our side by Saturday, or if not, by Monday morning.
Excellent. Okay, very good.
Sure. So before we conclude the call, Dr. Barry, as well as said, are there any questions for us? Any insights you are looking for?
So the issue is, so after, let's say you get the car, so how do we sign the papers, negotiate and sign, not negotiate, but tender the money and get the loan?
Yes, so the entire payment will be given to the dealership. We act as a consultant. So only our concierge fee we will be requesting once we have a better pricing. So in your case, as we'll be doing this remotely, we'll have to get a buy-in from a dealership out in Colorado that okay, they are comfortable shipping, that is FedEx, the documents to you on an overnight basis. You will get
Right,
the contract, you will sign the paperwork, will again cross check and verify that the total out the door is less than $40,000. And in adjustment to that, what is our monthly payment coming out to be after your $10,000 deposit, and at what financing we are borrowing the money. Once that is all sorted, you will sign the paperwork. You will again FedEx it next day or the day after per your availability to the dealership. And then once they get the lien approved on the vehicle, that means they get the financing done, then the vehicle can be released, that is moved out of the dealership. So I want to also understand the logistics, whether your son will be there to pick it up or whether we want the dealership to ship it at the address which you have given on file. How are you envisioning this?
well, if the dealership is far away from us, I would prefer to have the car sent to us as opposed to not. I don't want to spend $1,200 to have the car shipped to us.
Yes,
But if the dealership is within 60 miles of us, that's fine. We could go get it. But
okay,
I would prefer then, if not, then have the car. If the dealership's 2.5 hours away, I don't want to drive there and come
absolutely
back.
not. So you will be in Erie after July 1st, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll just get the quotations, we'll just have the negotiated price ready. Once you are in Erie, it will be much better to just work with preferably about dealerships which are within 50 miles to maximum 70-mile radius, so that once we have the lowest negotiated price, you can go and just inspect the car, get the keys of the vehicle, sign the paperwork once you are at the dealership. And do not worry, one of our team members will be there available on demand for you and Seth. So if they play any games and if they play any tactics or nuances, we'll take care of it. And then you can just pick it up and drive it back to your place.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay, and then
So
is it possible that we could get the car under both Seth and my name?
absolutely. As long you can be the main holder
Primary,
for
right.
the vehicle, and then he will be the second borrower on the vehicle.
Okay,
And
good.
if we can put his social as well in the credit application, and keep in mind, we never collect your social security numbers. Okay, so it's very
Okay,
private and confidential to you. But if you put his social numbers as well, then he will also be able to build his credit along the way
okay,
because you will be
perfect,
making the payments on time.
perfect.
Yes.
Okay, good, excellent.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Sure. So
Okay,
we'll take
perfect.
care of it. And thank you for explaining us the logistics. Now it even makes it much better for us to coordinate and facilitate this transaction in the most effective manner.
Excellent. Okay, very good.
Sure. Thank you so much for getting on the call. Wishing you a wonderful evening, and you will hear back from us pretty soon.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay,
Take care.
bye-bye.
Bye bye.